So, hey guys, today I had quite an interesting idea. So, today we're going to attempt to play Curly and Sprite together, and surprisingly, there is some synergy between the two. So, notably, if I have Spray Blue, I can special summon that if I control a rank 2 Purrely Xyz, and I will not lock myself with the Purrely card. So, hopefully this works out. So let's give it a go. So we are going first here, and this should be fairly fairly easy because they're both pretty consistent, and I think I can one card into either. So we'll start with I guess the Pretty Memory sounds good. We already opened Delicious. I don't think we need another body here, so we'll just toss out the one for one. Sounds good. And here we should always go for, I think, for Lily, because that guarantees us a card with the My Friend. So we'll do that, and that's asking for Chain Delicious, so we won't bother with that. Okay. So grab My Friend, activate My Friend. And what are we adding off of My Friend? I don't think it actually matters, right? So we're going to just grab whatever we can, I suppose. So let's grab, well, do we have a normal summon, actually? I guess since we do, we can try grab, I guess, we'll want a copy of Curly, and then we'll try, well, I think it's better if we grab a Pretty here. I think Pretty is fine here. And we got the Purrely. Okay, so normal summon Purrely effect, and then we still have Delicious to activate. Okay. Unlucky, we hit Blue, Jet, and Called By. Just return in whatever order, it won't matter. Then we have Purrely Yeep. Okay. So in this case, we'll probably tag Lily out here. Like that. We'll special summon Beauty. I guess we'll do attack position, it won't super matter against the bot here, the AI. So we'll do that, and then we'll also do Purrely effect. And we should be careful with what zones we summon to, but I mean, some days I just don't feel like doing that, so we're not doing it. Special summon Jet. Jet to add starter, and then after we add the starter, we're going to summon, I guess, Blue makes sense to me. And Gigantic doesn't lose us like any material, right? So that's what we'll do. Okay. So Blue effect, and now we can't do anything with these guys. Add from your deck to your hand the Spright Red, the Carrot, or the Jet, I guess. We have a monster negate, so we should probably add a spell trap negate. So let's add Carrot. Sounds good to me. Then we'll also, I guess the idea would be to Gigantic, right? Yeah, Gigantic makes sense here. So we'll go Blue Jet. And then we can bring back, and then we'll have a negate. Okay. So we're actually able to detach from any of our XD's monsters because that's just the effect of Gigantic Sprite. Which means if we were to bring back the Gigantic Sprite on a later turn, we can still activate its effect, and because I just don't happen to have any other copies, well, I don't really have anything else to summon right now, but I mean, I guess that could change, depending on how you want to do the build. So we can do IP into Elf, and that could be better, arguably. It just kind of depends, I guess, but we'll just take the raw negates here if we had one more body, I guess, like, if 1-for-1 was like an actually live card, maybe it would be better to go for that. So we'll go link off the, I guess it doesn't matter which one, right? We can do either of these. And then I think we want some in here. And then we have the carrot here. And we can just bring back the red, right? Yeah, no reason to bring back anything else, really. I guess we'll put it in this zone. Sounds good. And then we still have the Purrely Yeep. And before we pass turn, we're going to attach these two. So we'll attach our starter and 1-for-1. This will put us at 4 materials, and of course we have the Purrely Yeep here, which we can use the next turn if we want to. And then that allows us to tag out for our Purrely Noir, which will give us, how many spins do we have? 2. So 2 spins, and then we have the negates on these guys, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different interactions, which is not bad. I mean, it could have went better, but sometimes you get what you get, right? Rhoda. In what world do I negate Rhoda? Not this one. And that, yeah, that adds Armageddon Knight. Okay. So now we'll just bring back blue, I guess. Nothing else to really bring back. We have to bring it back to the zone, which is kind of like unfortunate, I guess. Maybe we should have did Yeep then. Okay. Add Jet for next turn, and then we attribute this. Send a dark monster from your deck to the graveyard. Do we allow this? We don't really have to allow this, right? We don't really have much else to negate with this, so we'll tribute the blue, and then we can summon that next turn as well if we want, but we don't have any targets, so kinda awkward. Okay. Ooh, card destruction. Somehow, someway, I have to deal with card destruction every single time. This AI always has this against me. It's kind of rigged. So, yeah, we'll do that. I guess right now they can crash. Well, that was annoying. So, seems card destruction crashed my game, but this gave me the opportunity to rethink. 1-for-1, just running 1-for-1. Do we really want this? This sense for cost doesn't really synergize with the Dark World cards. I mean, we didn't open this part of the deck, but I guess we would probably have to change it out. But these cards here actually discard for effect, so all the Purrely quick plays kind of do that, I guess. So maybe that's a little bit better if we run that instead. So maybe we just don't actually need the extra body off of Beach either. So instead, I think we're better off running copies of Brow instead. So maybe we just run like Brow like this, and then I don't have any copies of Sleepy because I am quite simply a broke boy, but yeah. Otherwise, maybe we would run something more like this, or like this. And this will probably be a little bit better. I mean, in terms of starters, most of these cards are starters. Spright, all of these cards were never one card starters to begin with. These are all 2 cards. So that's kind of how that goes. If we get impermed, I guess we won't really enjoy getting impermed, but yeah. I can't believe the AI activating card destruction actually crashed my recording. Well, how unfortunate. So, yeah. This is the deck list, and it could be improved, maybe a bit, but just in general, here, we'll have access to our Spright stuff a lot of the time if we so choose, so it requires a few bodies to technically get into the Spright stuff if you don't draw into it, but it is possible. So if we go ahead and link into IP and then link off into Spright Elf can bring back nothing, right? Wait, don't I need a level 2 for this? Yeah, I guess we can't do it that way. Can we? Unless my opponent controls a monster, we can't do it, right? Yeah. But let's just assume for our purposes here that our opponent does control a monster, then we can special summon back IP, and then we can make Gigantic, and then we can Gigantic special summon Blue, special summon Jet, and then we can Spright Starter for like Red or Carrot, and then here I think we're missing a copy of Spright Elf, so we can just replace Spright Sprint with that because we don't have any good targets for Sprint, and boom. This is more or less combo, right? And then next turn we can Elf bring back, so we would in this case link off the Blue and the Jet. Next turn we can bring back the IP, and then if we need to tribute something, we can tribute the Elf. I mean, it's not the most efficient way to get into, I guess, the Spright engine, but I mean, technically it can kind of get the job done, so half points, I guess. Not as much synergy as one might hope for, so it's not insanely synergistic like certain other combinations of archetypes, right? Like, for example, I guess Punk Therion is quite synergistic together for one reason or another. Like Malaya is a rank 3 for some reason, and you also have Diablantis, which is a synchro 8 that you can make to Foolish Burial or special summon back Lily Perea. Situationally, you can do either or. And there's just, in general, I guess, a lot you can do here. So, yeah. This is all I got for you guys today, though, and I'll see you guys in the next video, where hopefully I'll have a bit of a better idea than just running Spright Purrely. So, Spright Purrely, I think, honestly, still pretty playable, but maybe not like an S tier synergy, but this is why we experiment, you know? So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.